Yo, welcome back to a new video. So guys, honestly, a little context. A few months ago, someone made a Reddit theory on the official Black Clover Reddit that was actually really cool. And someone joked that 2 hours later, it would be a video on my channel. So you know what it is? Fuck it, let's go with the joke. Today we're gonna check out some awesome epic theories on Reddit. And for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, Black Clover actually has an official Reddit. It's actually reached over 204,000 people, which is insane because I remembered a few years ago that it hadn't reached that, and it's just kind of crazy to see how Black Clover has grown over the last couple of years on Twitter, especially Twitter. Let's not mention Twitter, all the hate Black Clover used to get on Twitter, on Facebook. Did I mention Twitter again? Discord, and now obviously even on Reddit, it's getting up there at 200,000 members. Now obviously it's nothing compared to the other subreddits, but at the end of the day, it feels like home to me. And for those of you that don't know, if you actually scroll down on the right hand side, there is a Reddit Discord you could join. There are actually some good people on there. Let's just leave it at that. Some good, funny people on there. But other than that, they have some really solid theories. So today we're going to check out 4 different theories from Reddit. And who knows, maybe they might make it into a future video by themselves. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and let's just jump straight into it. Alright, yo, jumping straight into it, the first theory that I found on Reddit is actually posted only a day ago, and it's honestly really, really good. It talks about the theory on future set of events. So he starts, so shoutouts to Spectra04 for posting this. Spectra says, we have to consider Julius's prediction. Now, I've been saying this for the longest time, that how is Julius's prediction going to play into this? So here is Spectra's theory. The Clover Kingdom will be destroyed and Asta will be killed. Those two things will definitely happen. I believe our boy will die in the fight against Lucifero, but the Black Bulls will go to the land of the rising sun to get him back. Now, funny enough, I had a similar theory to this, but sort of in reverse. I said that Yami would die and the Black Bulls will take Yami's body to the land of the rising sun, as, you know, just to tell his family, yo, your kid's dead. But I guess that wouldn't really make any sense, to be fair. I kind of like this theory. Courtesy of Yami informing them of a way. Now, this could mean that Yami is surviving. In this case, I do believe Yami will die, or I guess not. Literally taking a shot for Asta. Honestly, I feel like that's the best way as well. Yami taking a shot for Asta, it would hurt so much. But it would really be a really cool moment, or just a result of getting too weak. In the meantime, Lucifero will working on getting the rest of his power in the process of releasing the rest of the high-class devils, other than the 2 supreme ones. Now that's interesting. Would Lucifero not release the final level of the last 2 supreme devils? Because theoretically, if there's supreme devils on the final 4, the 3 of them, gravity, time, and space, then they should theoretically be somewhat of equal power. And Lucifero, based on like biblical belief or other belief, is very cocky. I doubt he would want to rule equally. While all this happens, Asta's soul will be on a spiritual journey, kind of like Leono from 2011 Thundercat series. Sadly, I never saw this. Whether Liebe is worth him or not, I'd prefer he'd be. As for deaths, I predict Yami, Charlotte, Sis, Marileona. These are the only guys I see dying right now, so what do you think? Honestly, this is a really solid theory. If Yami does die, I agree that it would also be in good faith to kill Charlotte off. I would really hate for just one of the other to die, because that would be kind of fucked. Like, everyone has a ship, and if Charlotte's ship were to die, it would be kind of cool if Charlotte died too. Her power is kind of pretty OP. Marileona dying, I think that would affect me the most. Like, fuck Asta. Like, who the fuck is Asta? Marileona's death, ooh. She's been my favorite character for so long. I I really want to see her as a Wizard Queen, man. Tabata recently confirmed that there have been past Wizard Queens. I really want to see Mereoleona in that position, though I highly doubt she would ever accept it. Anyway, the next theory. Possible non-magic abilities posted by Shitpost445. What a tragically amazing name. So, to prefer this is going to be a bit messy and I might ramble a bit. This theory is a high likelihood to be false, but I think it's a cool concept that has a potential to work with the current canon. So basically, upon my reread, I noticed something. Libe's power of anti-magic was born from a few factors. Strong emotions through his hatred for Lucifero, a lack of magic of his own, elven artifact through Lysita's grimoire, Lysita's mysterious circumstances abilities, he was sealed by her, and demonic roots through his own being a devil. You know, talking about that, it is very interesting, because we still don't know how or why Libe manifested anti-magic. I don't think he knows either. He just knows that he was hating for Lucifero for hundreds of years, or 17 years, depending on what timeline you believe. And he manifested anti-magic somewhere along those ways because of these 5. I believe that reason Libe developed anti-magic was because he met these specifications. The reason his ability was to erase magic was because of his hatred to those with strong magic like Lucifero, which actually makes sense. This guy's actually got a good thinking. And the high-up devils. And so by this logic, someone who meets all these prerequisite factors should be able to develop some ability that matches their emotions and goals. Someone who meets these factors, obviously, is Asta. He's got a point. He's got a point. Emotion. He's driven by his rivalry, comrade of, the bulls and the others. He is also awed by strong magic as opposed to be despising it to the point of hating those who take it for granted. He also doesn't have magic, obviously. Well, as far as we know anyway. Throughout his youth, he was exposed to Lysita's skull and Yuno's amulet, Elven Magic Stone, and later gained Lict's grimoire. He's Lysita's biological son and was exposed to her for an unknown amount of time. He has been linked to Libe since he was 15 and has another unknown link to devils through his extra horns. For those of you who haven't realized, Asta has 2 additional set of horns that Libe does not have, and it's still not been explained. Tabata likes hinting and just not explaining stuff. It's interesting that this person actually recognized that. He also grew up next to Lict's skull. Again, this would provide evidence that he could have some ability that is not inherently magic, like Libe's anti-magic. I think Asta may have developed a sealing ability similar to his mother's magic that seals metaphorical energies into physical link. This would be formed out of his drive to equalize the weaker people of Hajj with the nobles who bear powerful magic, or simply his drive to show the amount of magic someone he doesn't hold them back. Hence, he would act like kind of a strength enhancer for people and items around him that show resonance with energies around him. Now, this is interesting. He talks about how Asta, I don't care what you say, but no human, even if they do the One Punch Man training, is ever going to be as physically strong as Asta. And for all we know, Asta is a regular human. So why is he so strong? For example, who was born of star magic somehow manifested Lict's child, wind magic, before being chosen as its vessel. It is possible that Asta subconsciously sealed Lict's child magic soul within and that is what allowed him to exert control over the entity and its magic pre- and post-reincarnation spell. Another case that could be this possible ability in use is Asta's corruption of Yami's sword with anti-magic and the sword keeping its abilities from Yami's spell. I don't know about that one, but he did technically cast Equinox. Yami's katana has no link to the 5-leaf grimoire, yet somehow after corruption, it maintains a dimension slash and death thrust like ability showcased in chapter 316 and 269 respectively. Now, personally, I kind of also do think Asta does have a latent ability, though I don't think it's specifically magic. I personally think Asta's real magic is replica. Like, he can replicate someone else's moves. Like, he was able to replicate every person he's learned from and use their abilities, like he mentioned, Yami's Death Thrust and Yami's Dimension Slash. To summarize, Based on the circumstances in which Liebe got anti-magic, Asta could have developed a non-magic sealing ability of his own. Now, I like this theory a lot because I've made videos on this that Asta has magic. Actually, you know what it is? Let me see if I can find those videos. I've made Asta, let me see, Asta's, whoa, that's loud. Asta's, I should turn that down. Asta's magic, let me see if I can find that video. Ooh. Let's see. Asta's magic was stolen. I made that video. I also made this one, Black Clover Asta, the demon cultivator of magic. I made quite a few magic videos on Asta actually having magic. So I really do like this theory. I wouldn't exactly say that he has sealing abilities. I mean, that would kind of make sense. But how would he have sealed the child elf into Yuno? I don't know about that one, Chief. But it is a pretty good theory. Another theory, a certain spell may be for Lucifero. I mentioned that this in a previous post. I talked about Will using Twilight of Valhalla against Lucifero, which is honestly even what I said in my prediction for next week's chapter. This isn't exactly a spell, at least I don't think so. When Dante went to 60%, he instantly erased Rouge. That ties into what she said in the latest chapter, in which his presence overpowers magic, people, and even fate. So what are the chances he might do the same thing? So, as I mentioned in my prediction video, Will's Twilight of Valhalla is going to be the most important spell in this fight. Without it, I think they all die instantly. So, this person believes that Lucifero's magic could overpower Will's Twilight of Valhalla, which is an interesting factor, and it could be an interesting counter for now and in the future of the series. But something that's an issue with this is that Megikula is a curse magician, like a curse devil, and she wasn't able to overpower it, although she was only a third manifested compared to Lucifero, who's definitely stronger and 50%. So I'm actually interested to see how Tabata will deal with Will's Twilight of Valhalla. But guys, that is it for this video. 3 different Black Clover Reddit theories. Which Reddit theory did you enjoy the most? If you guys like this video, be sure to tell me in the comment section down below. Also, be sure to join the Black Clover Reddit. Be sure to say SGSAMI sent you. I think that would be really funny. That'd be kind of cool. And anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you everyone who's posted on this Reddit. There's some really cool fan art on this Reddit. It's not just theories. There's clips, there's opinions, and there's honestly just a lot of cool shit. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, join my Discord, join the Reddit Discord. I'll see you in the next video. My name is Jim, as always. Peace!